There will be deadly clash between Hausa and Fulani, Apostle Okikijesu. Apostle Paul Okikijesu of the Christ Apostolic Miracle Ministry has come up with fresh prophecies warning of religious and tribal wars. He said there will be a deadly crisis between the Hausa and Fulani, and also called on Christians to be vigilant because a religious war, according to him, is about to happen. The cleric also called on the Yoruba people to be on alert, saying that some of their leaders are selling the future of the youth. He says, "Thus says the Lord, I have previously mentioned that a misunderstanding will happen between Hausa and Fulani in a manner that will make the Arewa to cry out. Religious war is about to happen, so the Christians should be vigilant. Religious war is coming and it will be very severe and have widespread effects in several states. Tribal war would happen and tribes will rise up against each other. The Yoruba will not be united. Likewise, the Igbo people will not be united. That is what will lead to the misunderstanding. There will be a lack of unity between the Arewa and the Fulani people. These misunderstandings will bring out statements that will lead to a religious war. People should pray against misunderstanding that can lead to religious and tribal wars that can destroy great things." Okehijesu said in a statement to Daily Post on Tuesday. All right. Why it's making the rounds in a country context, like in a country like Nigeria. Region is very much big. In some ways, one can say that the war is going on if you're trying to be, figurative about this issue right now, because we can't pretend like as if right now we're all united and anything. And again, I'm not saying we should take what this pastor is saying into hand, because again, you go confirm for yourself. And to be honest, what will you talk about for people that are not Christians? Are you going to make them believe in this, what this man is saying? Absolutely not. But again, if there's any big conflict or clash or war, extreme end, it would not be surprising that it would stem out of a religious or tribal issue, because that is the only thing, or that is a major divide that that is literally has nothing to do with the government, has nothing to do with anything but ourselves. That would be a very likely cause of division. It's not, again, this is not far-fetched. Again, this is Nigeria talking about. People defend their pastors, defend their religion, defend it as more than they defend themselves, more than they would if you ask them to come and protest for their rights. Oh, am I preaching? So yeah, that's just what it is. So again, in a country like Nigeria, again, it would not be surprising if a war would arise out of ethnic tribal issues as well as religion, because again, it's something that Nigerians hold dearly. And that's it. Let's look at the comment section. Somebody says that the one that matters to me is that the Hausa Fulani clash, God hasten the war between them, scatter their unity, divide them as you did to Nimrod in Babel, avenge the innocent blood from them, and bring their reign to a sudden end in Jesus' name. Okay, so I'm not really sure. A lot of people do support and like this comment. I think what I'd say about this is, if you're Hausa, just give history and context. Because again, with my research and what I know about the Fulani people, they are spread across West Africa. There was a time, it's like, let's say, local colonization. Okay, they went round, of course, taking over land and all that. Which, of course, that is obviously not ethical, and that's against human rights, of course. But that just gives you context as to why they're so spread out across West Africa today, and they have a very distinct look. They're called the Fula people. So again, when we say Fulani, in my mind, I associate it to a specific sort of tribe, or a specific sort of gene. I'd say it's like a phenotype. I think they're very much distinct people, especially in their culture. So that's what I think about it. Of course, how they were in Nigeria, or how they are presently in Nigeria today, is as a result of what their forefathers and ancestors did in terms of going from place to place, colonizing, and just taking over a lot of countries. So yeah, I that's where my that's why I can understand. Okay, maybe that's what these people are talking about when they're talking about the Hausa and Fulani clash. apart from that, I'm not even sure about in terms of like current Nigerians right now. I'm not really sure how the Hausa Fulani relationship is. My thinking was that the Fulani was embedded into the Hausa tribe. I'm not really sure, but if anyone can give me an idea why a lot of people are sort of supporting this Hausa Fulani crash, because it's not really making sense to me. Somebody says, if I become president today, my first assignment is to arrest all Nigerian Christian and Muslim leaders, and before sending them to prison, I will ask them where are they, because before Nigeria moves from better to worse, I will also ask them to tell me among politicians that I'm seeing their churches and mosques. Okay, I'm so confused. It's English, but I guess what I'm trying to see what this person's trying to say, sort of alluding to the fact that, okay, obviously, Christianity and Islam is sort of the biggest, I think, in the country, and then we have that as well, like traditional religion and African spirituality and all that. And again, I think this person sort of going into the fact that these are Christian and Muslim politicians and how they pray, on obviously preachers as well who pray for them and endorse them, which of course gains them vote. Of course, it's their free publicity, and it reminds me of Fela Kuti's song where was it "Coffin for Head of State," where the highlight of the song, or the overall theme of the song, is basically how Christian or Muslim or religious politicians use their religion as a tool, as a weapon to sort of extract emotion and use that as an advantage over the actual people, and then they use that as an excuse as well to absolve themselves from any kind of responsibility for problems that they themselves might have caused. And that's basically what coffin for head of state is about, and this situation just reminds me of that. This person's comment. Another person here says, only God can predict what will happen tomorrow. Please stop deceiving your followers. Again, you can have his followers, but then again, it's like, who are you telling to pray? Because I think it's, again, we can't just assume, okay, fine, Christianity is one of the biggest religions in Nigeria, we get it, even in the world. But it's like, you can't just assume that everyone will just be on board with it. What of people that are not Christians? Because you have to then decide, okay, fine, who am I targeting? Who am I giving this, prophecy to? I guess there are different ways to look at it, but do you really think and there's going to be a war soon, an ethnic war, a tribal war, or religious war? People, I think, don't forget to like and subscribe.